What's going on, guys? A little bit of a different video for you today, but it's about once you enter the trade, letting your trade work, understanding that you have to part way with your risk, and really just having things and building conviction to let you hold on to that trade a little bit longer. All right, so we had a game plan on Tesla today, and the game plan was if the 250 level breaks, to buy puts. Unfortunately, because it sold off so aggressively, I wasn't able to get involved right at the 250 level. Okay, but what I was able to do is get involved on this pop back up. So as soon as we pop back up into this area is when I alerted the puts and I started getting involved on the put side. Okay, so this was probably right about here is when I initially entered the put. All right, and I've always said my stops is about 20%. So when we had this initial pop-up, I was taking a look at the flow, and overall we were seeing pretty bearish sentiment just come through here. Very short-term dated expiries, lots of puts being hammered here on Tesla. We obviously knew the delivery numbers came out. I knew on the daily, we had gap down under this major pivot of 256. So a few things that was kind of going for us here. All right, so I paid attention to that. I held it. It never hit my stops, so I wasn't prematurely going to cut the trade. But another thing to know, as we were kind of pushing up, the market was coming into resistance. So we're getting this push into the market. We're moving up on decreasing volume here, and we were coming into this resistance area. So again, I had really no reason to prematurely cut this trade. We had flow on our side. We had SPY coming into resistance, we had bearish flow, and we had at least a downside target of at the low a day, right? So since my entry was here, we popped up a little bit, still within my 20% stop. It never really triggered the stop, still managed the trade. We had lots of other things going for us as far as bearish flow. The daily looked weak, it had negative news. We had a resistance at the SPY level as well. So everything was still intact, and I still wasn't stopped out of my trade. All right, so I held on to the trade. Took almost all day for this to roll over and end up paying us profits. However, no reason to prematurely cut the trade. A lot of people out there prematurely cut the trade because they're not okay with losing their risk. Whatever dollar amount you put in, you have to be okay to lose the money that is your risk, and you always have to go into trade with that mentality. All right, guys, hopefully you guys did find value in this. If you did, go ahead, smash that like button, and we'll catch you on the next one.